we see it as giving everybody a chance.
Is about making sure that every pound spent reaches as many people as possible.
Offering everybody from every walk of life the same opportunities to contribute to our society.
We use all the skills, the knowledge and the talent across age groups, across ethnicities, across scale of business as well.
Better jobs, better education.
Cheshire West and Chester is a reasonably prosperous borough, but we know that not everyone who lives here is experiencing the benefits of this prosperity. That's why we're creating the first ever inclusive economy plan for West Cheshire. Across our borough, from neighbourhood to neighbourhood, we have large gaps in levels of deprivation, poverty and life expectancy, and the pandemic has widened these gaps further. Equally, there are communities where digital connectivity is poor, access to public transport and public services are limited, and where opportunities for cultural enrichment are lacking. We want to create an economy that enables residents, businesses and places in our borough to thrive.
We do have an all-employee profit share, so if the company does well over a year, the employees can share in the profits that the company makes.
So NSEC have realised we have a massive opportunity to develop women's careers within STEM and manufacturing. We use more inclusive language within our job adverts to attract more women in the first place, ensuring that we don't have a single gender candidate list for jobs which we've advertised for. We also offer a mentoring scheme within our business whereby more senior women will offer support to women in more developing roles.
We are active in green hydrogen and mainly biogas. We are doing all we can to achieve net zero by 2025. We implemented a ground solar 2.25 megawatt solar array on the site.
We created a glass bottle using 100% recycled material and 100% renewable fuel. We believe the carbon footprint of this bottle to be 90% less than the bottle which you will buy in shops today.
I think that culture is really important, but we need to make sure that local communities have access to it. It kind of allows people a sense of pride of place. We've done some recent work with Browns of Chester, and people were talking very much about the very local, so their stories about Browns of Chester. It might be their stories of a particular street or a particular fish and chip shop, but people are very interested in the hyper-local.
So about 60% of Cheshire West is defined as agricultural, and it provides the backdrop to our towns and cities. And when people think about what Cheshire is like, they think of a green and pleasant place, and that's due to the land management that goes on in that rural sector. We're protecting green spaces by helping to raise awareness of what green spaces do. So they're not just nice places to look at or to visit, but they actually provide a function for us as well. So they lock up carbon, they help to adapt our towns and cities to climate change too. So having less flood, having more comfortable towns and cities to live in is going to be important.
The pledge is very much about putting employers at the heart of inspiring the next generation across Cheshire and Warrington. I think it's fair to say that some young people and some families are better connected with local businesses, so they have a better opportunity and better links to actually find the next step. Some people find that a little bit harder for various reasons. So although we help every school, every college, every young person, every business, we make sure that we particularly focus on those young people who might need that extra bit of help. Actually, we're pushing against some open doors at the moment. There are lots of employers out there who are saying exactly that yes, they can fill vacancies, but they want to make sure they've got the real breadth of people working for them, because actually they bring so much to the business.
Greenbank School is a secondary specialist educational setting for students aged 11 to 18. They have a diagnosis of autism and additional learning difficulties. As they go up higher through school, they do work experience, work placements, work shadowing. They do educational visits in Year 7. They then progress on to employer visits and then aspirational visits for colleges, training providers and universities. Every single employer that has worked with our students has turned around and said they are the best employer we've ever had. And it's amazing the feedback that we get.
Will joined us recently for work experience placement, and within a few weeks he was with us. We could see a positive change in him. By opening up your hiring practice, you're encouraging and helping someone to progress into a working life role, and seeing how they change and develop is really rewarding.
I'm Will. I'm doing a supported internship at Top Speed. I like working in the garage and learning how to be a mechanic.
Being a responsible business is the right thing to do anyway for the local community and also the members of staff here at the site. So try and support our local community as much as possible. We sort of have an apprenticeship scheme that we support at our local college, TTE in Ellesmere Port, so we can develop some of the youth of today. We do go out to schools and try and engage them with science, technology, engineering enterprise.
The right of people to increase their adult education chances, increase the chances of them getting a job through interview with different kinds of interview panels for different kinds of disabilities. We all have the right to work and we all need work to get us out of poverty.
Building an inclusive economy is not something a single organisation can do alone. An inclusive economy is about businesses, charities, voluntary organisations, education providers, public services and residents working together to build something better than what we could ever achieve by ourselves. So whether it's buying local, hiring local, paying fair wages or training people to have new and better skills, everyone has to play their part in creating a fairer, greener and stronger local economy that works for everyone in our borough.